We are here with Hanna Markuksela, and you have been speaking today about the nervous system regulation of resilient people.
Yes.
What does that look like? What is going on in the nervous system of someone who's resilient?
Many of us have really high stress levels when we face challenges, and that is perfectly okay. But what I want to stress about stress regulation is that you can tone it down just a little bit with different techniques and taking really good care of your sleep. But I always say that you don't have to stress about relaxation. You just have to find your own way to do it properly.
Do you have some ideas or tips? What have you found, or what do you think is worth a try?
Lately, I've been really interested in sleeping well. And of course, I'm a tech girl myself. I have Aura, I have Garmin bracelet. I use technology, but the most important thing after all is that you don't need any technology to be able to go sleeping earlier. And that's one of the things I've been really learning. When I was younger, I was a night owl, I have to admit. That was my huge difficulty. So respect your sleep, do anything to make it better. And then you can use all sorts of relaxation techniques. There's what I taught today was butterfly hug. When there's nobody to hug you, you can hug yourself and
what
use sensory.
You can show.
Okay, I can show you. First, I want to say that this is a really good invention. It was invented by an EMDR therapist at the crisis area for survivors of a hurricane. So there was a little child who asked that, who is going to hug us when you are leaving? So she invented that we all can hug ourselves. You can put your thumbs together and place your hands on your chest and just start alternate tapping, like gently and as slowly as you like. And this is a technique that I also use when I do online therapy. If I used to do a lot of EMDR therapy for people who want coaching or who want to get over a difficult situation or memory. It went like this, like you have to watch my fingers, and we used eyes, but now online it's sometimes too difficult, so we use a lot of like tapping or stuff like that. But I'm a huge proponent of breathing exercises. There's so many different kinds of them, so I think everybody just needs to try and find what suits you the best, because deep breathing or touch, it sends a signal to your whole system that everything is fine and you can relax. And many people get stressed out when they start practicing these. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to relax completely. You don't have to. I think one of the features of very resilient beings is that you can be vulnerable, you can face challenges and let your body do its job. There's going to be stress reactions. They are completely fine unless they continue too long time. You always have to recover at a certain point.
Do you have an example of a favorite breathing exercise that you like to use? Simple that people can try.
Yeah, what we usually start with is that you count to 3 while you inhale and count to 6 when you exhale. So it's going to make it much easier to calm down when your exhale is double as your inhale. So everybody can learn this.
Even children and...
Actually, children usually laugh at these kind of exercises. I'm a single mom, and sometimes I have to record some things at home, and my daughter just laughs at me and she says, I'm not going to breathe. But she has invented different kind of tapping methods. She was like, you can tap like this, and these children, they are really creative. And for children, we usually don't teach different kind of breathing exercises, but we teach them to connect with their body, with playing. The breathing exercises come later.
You talked about sleeping, and that's something that's been mentioned here quite a lot. Is there an ideal time to go to bed?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is that when you're young, you try to learn to go sleeping earlier if you want to adapt the society. But some of us are night owls, and it can be genetic, but that's a minority. And that's what I had to learn, that I'm not a pure night owl. Actually, for me, the best time to go to sleep is like around 10 o'clock. Then I have enough time to sleep. For example, if I'm very stressed out and I wake up in the middle of the night, then I still have time to recover enough. So it's really depending on your situation, but usually you just have to take enough time to sleep. That's the most important thing.
So sleep, breathe, some form of calming yourself physically down. Those are basically being in touch with your body. Would you say those are the best ways to be resilient?
Yes. And that's something that you can explore your whole life. And us in Western culture, we love to use our brain. We love to analyze and rationalize things. And it's really good when you make inventions. But sometimes it's more important to get in touch with your body, to dance, to breathe, to do something in the nature that makes you forget about everything. You really need these kind of nature and flow experiences.
So basically having fun and playing like kids do. That's how you become resilient and survive.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Do you have anything else that you think the world needs to know at this time about resilience?
I think at this time, when some of us are in lockdown and we are avoiding different kind of situations, it's really important to stay even more in touch with yourself. If you notice that you need connection or you need help, you have to remember that I think resilience is also vulnerability. It's in Finland we have this thing called sisu, and it used to be a very stubborn concept that you just survive, you go through a wall. But I think true resilience and sisu is also asking for help. And I think that is the most important right now, that we take good care of ourselves and others.
So resilience is a community thing.
Yes,
you can survive alone, but you have to.
Yes, we are social animals, and at these times we face really unnatural conditions for us as animals. So we have to remember that we need each other.
So resilience is like sisu, but with a smile on your face.
Yeah,
and some friends.
That's a very good expression. I like that.
Thank you so much for being with us here today at the Biohacker Summit. Thank you.